Shalom, shalom, Shaul Dog here once again with your weekly drush. Wonderful to be here. We're at Parashah 51 and 52. We're doing two of these. They're short Parashah on their own, and what I took out of it makes it even shorter. So this isn't going to be a whole long, real long presentation. So you could just hit and run, just watch and go on your way. But we only have two left after this one. If you noticed, I skipped a couple weeks. I just needed a break sometimes, When you go to make a video like this, with the green screen and all that stuff, the color correction and putting all the little things in and everything like that, it gets time consuming. And once you put it all together, and then you have it rendering. Well, the rendering takes sometimes 3 hours for, maybe an hour for every 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. I mean, if I had like a super fast, super duper space age computer, then it might be a different story. But, so like I said, this one's not going to be all that long here, so let's just get going here. Today you are standing, all of you, before Yahweh your God, your heads, your tribes, your leaders, and your officers, all the men of Yisrael, along with your little ones, your wives, and your foreigners here with you in your camp. Okay, see, the Gentiles were there too, okay? Everybody was there. From the ones who chop your wood to the one who draws your water. The purpose is that you should enter into the covenant of Yahweh your God and into his oath, which Yahweh your God is making with you today, so that he can establish you today for himself as a people, so that for you he will be Yahweh. And he said to you, and he swore to your ancestors, to Abraham, or as he swore to your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov. But I'm not making this covenant and this oath only with you. Rather, I'm making it both with him who is standing here with us today before Yahweh our God, and also with him who is not here with us today, which means future generations also. For you know how we lived in the land of Egypt and how we came directly through the nations you passed through. And you saw their detestable things and their idols of wood and stone, silver and gold that they had with them. Now see, that's what we have today in the United States of America and all around the world. We just have a bunch of idolatry. That's it. And, basically, Yah has always spoken out against this. Okay? So let there not be among you a man, woman, family, or tribe whose heart turns away today from Yahweh, our God, and go and serve other gods of those nations. Let there not be among you a root bearing such bitter poison and wormwood. Okay, I hear a lot of people saying wormwood is some kind of thing in space and it's going to come down and hit the earth and poison people and. Don't believe all the hype, okay? Wormwood's in here. If there is such a person, when he hears the words of this curse, he will bless himself secretly, saying to himself, I will be all right, even though I will stubbornly keep doing whatever I feel like doing, so that I, although dry, which is sinful, will be added to the watered righteous. Okay, that's basically the attitude of pretty much every religion here today. As long as they follow their doctrines and their doctrines are leading them in sin, they don't care because they still believe they're going to make it to the kingdom. Well, the fact is they're not going to make it to the kingdom. Okay? I mean, if this is not prophecy, I don't know what is about religion and everything else. Okay? He will bless himself secretly, saying to himself, I'll be all right, even though I'll stubbornly keep doing whatever I feel like doing, so that I, although dry, which is sinful, will be added to the watered, which is the righteous, which is Mayim Chaim, the living water, Ruach HaKodesh, okay? That is the righteous, the ones who carry the water, basically. If you are in a religion right now, I don't care if it's Judaism, I don't care if it's Christianity, Messianic Judaism, if you're in the Hebrew roots religion, with all of its little denominations like Nazarene, sacred namers, Black Hebrew Israelites, or whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter what religion you're in or what denomination of what religion you're in. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is speaking to you. This is speaking about you right now. If you honor the doctrines of your religion and if you trust those religious leaders within your religion, this is speaking about you right here. Okay? And it says, but Yahweh will not forgive him. Rather, the anger and jealousy of Yahweh will blaze up against that person. Every curse written in this book will be upon him. Yahweh will blot out his name from under heaven. Yahweh will single him out from all the tribes of Israel to experience what is bad in all the curses of the covenant written in this book of the Torah. Okay? You got curses coming on you if you stay in your religion, okay? Look, I'm presenting you today with, on one hand, life and good, and on the other, death and evil. And that I am ordering you today to love Yahweh your God, to follow his ways, and to obey his mitzvah, which are his commandments, regulations, and rulings. For if you do, you will live and increase your numbers, and Yahweh your God will bless you in the land you are entering in order to take possession of it. But if your heart turns away, if you refuse to listen, if you are drawn away to prostrate yourself before other gods and to serve them, I am announcing to you today that you will certainly perish. You will not live long in the land you are crossing the Jordan to enter and possess. And that's also to anybody who's in a religion, okay? You know, you got the life, which is basically reading, studying, and obeying what the scripture says through prayer and meditation and everything like that, building the relationship and shutting out everything, all of those so-called teachers all around the world in every single religion. Okay? I say this on the Messianic Jewish Moment, and I say it here to your face. Don't even trust me. Don't even listen to what I have to say as far as taking it as etched in stone, okay? You know what I mean? Don't even do that yet, okay? I present this just so maybe I could steer you down the proper course. That's all I do. Okay, I'm going to offer what I know of the scriptures, but I'm not a teacher. Okay, don't look at me or any man to teach you. Anybody who spoon feeds the flock is denying the flock the ability to feed themselves. Okay, and to be fed by the real shepherd. Okay, the wolves don't feed the flock. Think about it. I call on heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have presented you with life and death, the blessing and the curse. Therefore, choose life so that you will live and your descendants, loving Yahweh your God, paying attention to what he says and clinging to him. For that is the purpose of your life. On this depends the length of time you will live in the land Yahweh swore he would give to your ancestors, Avraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. Okay, now see, these parashot on their own, like I said, they're pretty short on their own, but then with what I've taken out of it, well, they're even shorter, because right now we're on Parashah 52. And this is Vayelech, which means he went. And I don't think I told you what the other one was. I think I just went into the book chapter. This is on Parashah 51 is Nitzavim, which means standing, okay? And Vayelech is he went, okay? This is chapter 31, verse 1 through chapter 30. Wait a minute. Oh, looks like I got a typo here. Well, just 31 verse 1 and then just keep reading. Doesn't hurt to read even beyond what a parashah is. But anyways, Yahweh appeared in the tent in a column of cloud. The column of cloud stood above the entrance to the tent. Yahweh spoke to Moshe, "You are about to sleep with your ancestors, but this people will get up and offer themselves as prostitutes to the foreign gods of the land where they are going. When they are with those gods, they will abandon me and break my covenant which I have made with them. Then my anger will flare up, and I will abandon them and hide my face from them. They will be devoured, and many calamities and troubles will come upon them. Then they will ask, haven't these calamities come upon us because Yahweh isn't here with us? But I will be hiding my face from them because of all of the evil they will have done in turning to other gods. Now, see, a horror movie, it's the best way I could describe this. It's like a horror movie, okay? When you see something and it just totally grosses you out, it's just. I saw this movie when I was like 15 years old. It was like a B movie. It was called Pieces. And it was the most gory, just, hack 'em up type film I ever saw. And even just thinking in my head, okay, corn syrup and food coloring, okay, it's fake blood, that didn't help. I mean, this was just so graphically gory. I had to basically turn my face away from it. I had to cover my eyes and just, and not watch it. Well, that's the way our sin is with Yah. Okay? When we worship other gods, when we do all kinds of things that Yah hates, it's like a horror movie to him. He turns his face from it. He doesn't want to see it. He hides his face from us. He doesn't even want any association with us if we do those things. Because to him, it's gruesome. To him, it's just totally reprehensible. Now, see, next parashah is the song of Moshe, but it says here, therefore, write this song for yourselves and teach it to the people of Yisrael. Have them learn it by heart so that this song can be a witness for me against the people of Yisrael. For when I have brought them into the land I swore to their ancestors, flowing with milk and honey, and they have eaten their fill, grown fat, and turned to other gods, serving them and despising me. Notice that, okay? Serving them and despising me. So basically, if you are worshiping what Yah calls a god, not what you call a god, but what Yah calls a god, other than him, you basically show hatred towards him, okay? But turn to other gods, serving them, despising me, and broken my covenant. Then after many calamities and troubles have come upon them, this song will testify before them as a witness, because their descendants will still be reciting it and will not have forgotten it. For I know how they think, and even now, even before I have brought them into the land about which I swore. So Moshe wrote this song that same day and taught it to the people of Yisrael. And like I said, the song is in the next parashah. I don't think I'm doing both of them at the same time next time. But Yahweh also commissioned Yehoshua the son of Nun with these words, be strong and full of courage, for you are to bring the people of Israel into the land about which I swore to them, and I will be with you. Moshe kept writing the words of this Torah in a book until he was done. Okay, Moshe kept writing the words of this Torah in a book until he was done. I have been seeing a lot of people saying that when Moshe went up onto the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights and didn't eat and drink, what did he do on there? Just receive 10 commandments? No, that's when he received the oral Torah. Hogwash. Right here, Moshe kept writing the words of this Torah in a book until he was done. Okay? It's written. Everything's written. There's nothing cryptic. Yah is not cryptic. He doesn't hide things from us that he wants us to know. And he wants us to know his commandments, and he wants us to know how to obey the commands. But they're not really that difficult. A child could read them and understand them. Okay? But a lot of people have been convinced that they're not smart enough or not holy enough or whatever to understand what the commands mean and how to obey them. So what do? They go to a rabbi, and the rabbi tells them basically what they think, and then what the preceding rabbis all through history have thought about this or that. And then it gets twisted, I could have a ring of 10 people. I could whisper in the ear of this person over here. I could say mashed potatoes, gravy with a side of cranberry sauce and pureed turkey. And by the time it gets all the way around and they pass that around, all of a sudden a potato field was on fire, and they put it out with turkeys, and they celebrated by drinking cranberry wine. Okay, if you get a story that passes down verbally, it never stays the same. Okay, this is why it was written down. And many times Yah said to write this down, write down the words of, write down what I'm saying to you. Write it down every time. We've been doing this for, 52 Parashah now. Okay, and how many times did Yah say, write it down, write this down? Okay, there is no oral Torah. The oral Torah is a bunch of BS. Okay? Don't believe anybody. Don't even crack open one volume of the Talmud. Okay? That's Satan's book. Don't touch it. All right? Yahweh also commissioned Yehoshua the son of Nun with these words, "Be strong and full of courage, for you are to bring the people of Israel into the land about which I swore to them, and I will be with you." Moshe kept writing the words of this Torah in the book until he was done. When he had finished, Moshe gave these orders to the Leviim who carried the Ark of the Covenant of Yahweh. "Take this book of the Torah and put it next to the Ark with the Covenant of Yahweh your God, so that it could be there to witness against you. For I know how rebellious and stiff-necked you are. Here, even while I'm still alive with you today, you have rebelled against Yahweh. So how much more will you do after my death? Assemble for me all the leaders of your tribes and your officials, so that I can say these things in their hearing, calling heaven and earth to witness against them, because I know that after my death you will become very corrupt and turn aside from the way that I have ordered you. And that disaster will come upon you in the Acharit HaYamim, because you will do what Yahweh sees as evil and provoke him by your deeds." Okay, all these people saying, "Oh, you obey the Torah because you're trying to earn your way into heaven." Well, you know what? You could earn your way into hell too. You could earn your way into the lake of fire by not doing what Yah has commanded. So which place do you want to earn your way into? Actually, you don't earn your way in by obeying the commands. Okay? You are preparing yourself for the kingdom, because that is the law of the land in the kingdom. If you don't want to obey it here while you're alive and breathing Yah's air, then that's fine. That's fine, because you will not be in the kingdom. Okay? You will be cast into the lake of fire. The Messiah Emmanuel will say, "Get away from me, you workers of lawlessness." Okay? Lawlessness. He didn't say, "Get away from me, you people who keep the law." No. You workers of lawlessness, get away from me. He's going to cast you into the lake of fire. I don't want to see that happen. I don't. Okay? So, just all of Scripture, especially the first 5 books, study it, know it, understand it, implement it into your life. Okay? Speak about it. When you walk down the road, when you lie down, when you get up. Teach it diligently to your children. Sound familiar? Seek first Yah and his kingdom and all of his righteousness, and all these things will be given unto you. Take care. I look forward to the next time.